Hello, thanks for stopping by. If you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and comment on anything you want to see in the future. Also, the link for my Discord is in the description below. I'm going to try to start streaming a lot more and I'll be announcing it there. But for now, let's get into the video. I'm going to be talking about 5 advanced tips that I use in Rust myself. The first tip I have is camping monuments. If there's nothing on the monument itself, wait for the timer, and then there's like a couple spots that I use that not a lot of people do to throw enemies off guard. So if you come up here, people usually will camp in this little like tree right here that's always here, but behind it you could climb up into here and get a little leverage from the high ground, and people might not necessarily notice you here. And there's a couple other spots on the side as well that we can hop onto, mostly these pipes. So if you come around over here, you can drop down right below where we were just at. And you could sit here if you wanted to and go underneath here and shoot them as they're coming up from the top. And it's also quite difficult to see you from over here as well. And finally, my favorite spot that I like to use on the outside of the dome is over here. It's a little more difficult to get to. You might fall off, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. You just have to make sure you don't step in the wrong spot. You want to just sprint right onto it, and then you can climb up to the top here, and you get a wide angle of your surroundings. And especially if it's nighttime, nobody will see you up here. Nobody even really bothers to check, and when they come up the pipe, that's when you can get them, when you come up from this pipe right there. I'm gonna throw in a bonus tip to go along with the dome hiding spots if you're camping monuments waiting for crates. And also when you're opening doors like this, you can shoot while you're opening it. Just a little tip for any newbies out there that are unaware of this. So when you go inside of here, most of the time people will hide by the forklift or just behind these crates. I mean, the forklift is a pretty good spot. You get a nice angle, and I see people hiding over by these tires a lot too, just from my experience. And people hide up in here too for some reason, even though you can see them through the floor. But my favorite spot is probably this crate right here. If you jump onto it, you've got some protection for people coming through the door, and you also can get 2 very nice angles on them from right here and then up here as well. Another favorite hiding spot of mine within the water treatment building is this one right here. You hop up on top of here and you can walk across. This is also a good way to kill anyone that's inside of this fuse area. But yeah, you can get over to this side where there's no other way to get over here besides that. There's no doors or anything. You get some good shooting spots out of these windows if anyone comes around from behind. And you can also loot these crates through this window right here, so you don't have to go outside. And then to get down, you just jump over, you know, and you get a good spot right here to shoot people through this crack coming up the stairs. So overall, this makes a very, very OP hiding spot if you want to camp water treatment for some people coming to do that sweet, succulent monument puzzle, boy. So for the second tip, I've talked about this one before, but farming around the outpost is probably the safest way to farm. But something not a lot of people are aware of is there's a lot of barrels that spawn around monuments. You just got to look around. There'll be these little things that I'm in right now, or the square ones, or there'll be roads, which this one has a lot of roads around it as well. And if we take a look at how the protection field around the outpost is, I mean, the turrets will shoot you from pretty far away. So you can farm within the safe area right here. It'll tell you on the right above your health, you're in a safe zone, which means if you die, nobody can loot your bag. And if we take a look at the distance that the outpost shoots from, if you're being attacked by somebody and you kind of run near it, if you like take a look at how far it shoots and get used to it, it's quite a distance away that it'll shoot. So I mean, if you're being attacked by somebody, try to run over here and have the outpost assist you with killing them, and maybe even just run into the safe zone in general if you're like low on health. But the point is, you want to try to get the outpost to kill them outside the safe zone, and then you get their loot as well with assistance from the outpost in killing the people trying to kill you. But do remember, if you do shoot them, you won't be able to go to the outpost for half an hour. So that kind of sucks. So maybe just try to like lure them over there if you're being chased, and have them like hit you, maybe take an arrow or a bullet and heal, and like med or heal or whatever you got to do to run over there without dying. And then the outpost will save your ass, and you get some free loot along the way and a safe little farming spot. If you want to try to snowball and you don't have a base yet or anything like that, and this, or there's like, you're like mid-wipe, server has been like wiped for a couple days, and you want to try to snowball, but you're not very good with like a bow or a spear, you could come to the bandit camp and farm a bunch of barrels, and if anybody shoots you, the bandits are gonna attack them back. So I mean, it's not really beneficial for anybody to attack you while you're out there farming barrels, unless it's like a huge clan and somebody kills you and then somebody else comes in, so you got to be aware of that. But I mean, if you come over here, farm up a little bit, you can get some scrap from recycling, and you can also get some metal frags from recycling. And then you can take that over to the level 1 workbench that's in the corner of the bandit camp, and you can craft up some crossbows and or nail guns, and also any other level 1 gear that you might need to help you try to snowball. The location of the level 1 workbench in the bandit camp is this building, so it's kind of near this empty one over here, or you can just come over from this shop that's over here and run all the way over to this corner, or you can look at the map right here. We're right on this side of the bandit camp. And it's in this building right here on the first floor. So it is kind of easy for someone to sneak up on you and kill you, but you just got to pay attention while you're crafting this. Craft it real quick and get out. The fourth tip is an easy way to get low grade for furnaces. Just farm up 10 scrap and you can come to the outpost and buy some low grade there if you've got a base nearby, or you're farming at the start. Like I usually just farm and run around and try to make plays and then I build a base. But I mean, you could just do it this way, build near the outpost, get some easy low grade. If you're on like a really popular server and it's hard to farm the road, you could just hit like a couple barrels or like get a couple crates and not have to like worry about it. Just sneak your way over to the outpost and then you'll have some easy low grade to make your furnaces with. Tip number 5 is some easy side scrap, especially near the end of the wipe. If you're running monuments consistently, you've built up a lot of key cards, you can come over to the bandit camp, and I'm not sure a lot of people utilize this when they're trying to like research some things near the end of like a half wipe. You'll be able to like get quite a lot of side scrap from this, surprisingly, especially if you run like water treatment all the time or train yard and you're building up a collection of red cards. I would try to bring those back every single time. I see a lot of people throw them away, but I mean 80 scrap per red card, you could easily get 10 of those in 2 weeks on a vanilla server, and that builds up to be enough to research like some high tier items if you're trying to get like an auto turret research, but you ran out of scrap and you don't want to really go farm a lot, but you got a lot of key cards in your base. This is an easy way to make some side scrap. Just have your buddies protect you along the way, carry the cards over there, boom bada boom. It would also be an easy way to get some LRs if you want that too, just some extra LRs to have. Don't forget about selling those key cards, man. They'll make you a lot of scrap. And I've got one more bonus tip for you guys to finish off the video with, and that is practice your builds on a building server. Practice your starter bases, practice upgrading them. Don't just use B grade. Get good at building and upgrading so that when the time comes you can build a base in a snap, like super quick. From my experience, from starter, like a starter Rust player to an experienced builder, I can see the difference of like clutch situations when we're being followed or someone sneaks up on us and I need to throw a door down super quick. I can just like get it done in like a half a second. And I mean, that comes with experience over time from playing the game, but it's like learning recoil on a gun. If you go to a server where you can just do it non-stop constantly, you'll get really good with the AK recoil pattern. And if you're going to build server and you build your base like 1,000 times before you build it, you're going to be able to do it super quick and then focus on other things, you know what I mean? So I would say practice building on a building server without B grade. Practice the upgrading aspect of it, get really good at it. You know, like once you get the patterns down, you'll just do it from muscle memory and you won't even have to focus on it. You can pay attention to other things. That's what really good video game players do. They get this basic memory in their muscles and then they can focus their eyes on something else while they're playing the game. So just keep that in mind. If you have the time, go practice your builds, go practice your aim. There's the UKN server for aim practice, and then there's servers like Dankbank or like Sandboxes where you can go practice your building. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. If you're interested in more of these, I could probably come up with a couple more advanced tips for Rust. If you guys are interested in watching Apex Legends, let me know, because that game's crazy, and I would really appreciate it if I could expand from Rust on YouTube, just because I don't always play Rust, you know what I mean? If I'm playing with my friends, they might not always want to play Rust, so if I could record the other games that I play and it gets received well, that would be great. So let me know in the comments. Let me know on my community tab, where I share some posts once in a while and polls and stuff. Let me know on there, just so I know that I can upload this content and you guys will enjoy it and it'll be received well by you. Because if I upload something like about Apex Legends, which I did recently, and it doesn't get received well, I'm probably not going to waste my time doing it for YouTube, and I would like to know that before you know, making a ton of videos on it and then finding out that it's not going to work. And you guys are really what make my videos expand beyond my subscribers to bring new people in. It's you guys allowing me to reach a new audience, just because of how the algorithm works. So I do appreciate you guys supporting me with Rust, and I will always make Rust videos because I enjoy this game a lot. It's not like I hate Rust or anything like that. It's just I do play other games, so I could be uploading content for them as well. But yeah, I don't want to go on too long at the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you're new here, subscribe for more videos to come, and I'll catch you next time.